The opposition has resurrected a 2-decade-old idea to build a second motorway between Brisbane and the Gold Coast, but it won't commit to funding the enormous project, instead demanding the Labor government cough up.
Will it ever end? Our traffic nightmare could soon be diverted through Coomera, where land is set aside for a new motorway.
Time for a second M1, folks.
The multi-lane road would extend nearly 37 kilometres between Stapleton and Nerang. There's also room for bike lanes and public transport.
And it would support 1,000 jobs.
Tim Nicholls called all cranky commuters to sign his petition, putting pressure on the Premier to build a second M1.
Let the government know what you think and what you think needs to be done.
While the petition's new, the plans aren't. The intra-regional transport corridor was first identified in the 90s.
Well, we could play around with it. We could have MI2, you know, Mission Impossible 2.
Is it a Mission Impossible?
No, absolutely not.
The Premier says it is, while talking health and education in White Bay.
$44 million expansion.
She challenged Mr Nicholls to put his money where his mouth is.
Well, they'll have to say what assets they plan to sell to do that.
But despite raising the issue heading into an election, Mr Nicholls admits he won't spend a cent on the new highway. The cost has been estimated at around $500 million, but construction would only begin once the M1 experiences a true congestion crisis.
What we really need in the years ahead are alternatives to the M1, options for motorists not to have to use Queensland's busiest road.
Not likely given today's political sniping. Tom Hartley, 7 News.